Okay, guys, this is a red alert to you guys. Okay, red alert. I received an email from one of us. Okay, and I'm gonna start out by saying, with everybody putting their emails out in the comments section, there are real scammers out there, and we got to remember that. Now, when we're putting our emails out there, especially being that we're dealing with, you know, these trust accounts, which we know hold a lot of money, and we've been talking about that. Now, there's going to be predators that are going to try to prey on us, and that's what this is, okay? I received an email forwarding me this information. Now, this email was sent from a scammer pretending to be the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, claiming that they were going to disperse the winning, inheritance, and contract payment valued at $10,500,000 US dollars. Okay? Now they use these words like 72 hours, UN, Federal Reserve Bank, okay? External Auditors Committee. Whenever you have all these big names put in there, that's to try to give themselves credibility. Now they're using the Federal Reserve information, which, as we all know, a simple Google search will pull that information up. They make a fake reference number here. It all looks like it could be legitimate. Now what they start out by doing is saying they put a rush, okay? It's just like if it's in sales, all right? When you're trying to sell something to somebody, you're gonna instill the urgency in that person, and that's what they're doing here. They're instilling the urgency with the 72-hour time frame. That's to make you, feel that if you don't act on it right now, without if you take time to research it and make sure that it's legitimate, that you could miss out on the money, that you'll lose the deal. That's a way of getting you to make a decision without being able to think it through clearly. Now, fortunately, the person that had forwarded this to me, they used their gut and their common sense, and they didn't send any money. Now, had they responded back with, as they wanted, full names, contact address, phone number, age, and occupation, the next step on this would have been they would have called, okay? They would have called that person. Then they would have proceeded to tell them that they were getting this settlement, they needed more documentation for the settlement. They would have asked for the Social Security number. They would have asked for, a birth date, all the private information like that. Now, while they do that, then they would tell you, okay, in order to receive this settlement, we need you to, you're not paying anything for the settlement, but you need to either Western Union or Red Dot or Green Dot card, whatever it is, us so-and-so amount of money. Now, being that you're looking at $1.5 million or $10.5 million, they may even ask you for something like $1,000 to wire them. They usually want to keep it under $1,000, probably like they would have said $999 or $950, because then you don't have to show ID at Western Union to pick it up. Like I said, I was a victim of a scam like this, and I got taken for $6,000. That's why as soon as I had, and this was years ago, it was when I was much younger. I was, 19, I think. 19, 20, something like that. It was years ago. And that's why I have an urgency that I want to make sure you guys know about this, and that nobody gets taken, because obviously they're going through the comments and they're pulling email addresses, and they're using something that we're all already working towards. So they're trying to trick you. Okay, these people are typically somewhere in they're in Nigeria, or a lot of them are in India, and there's even some in Canada. It's not any one particular area or type of people, but those are just generally where they would ask you to wire the funds to. They're not going to typically ask you to wire the funds to the U.S. It's typically going to be to Canada, to somewhere in India or the surrounding area, or somewhere in Nigeria or the surrounding areas. Those are the big ones, okay? So anytime anybody asks you to Western Union them money to any of those countries, or anywhere for that matter, really, or to green dot card them money to any of those areas, that's like that. The alarm bells need to go off. Okay, I'm sure some of you already know this, but I just want to. There are people that may not, and I don't want anybody in our family to get hurt in this way, because when people are already hurting for money, and then you got a bottom feeder like this going around, and they could end up, even if they only get a couple $100, that couple $100 could be all somebody has to get through the month. And I don't want to see that happen to any one of you. So this was, I had to drop everything as soon as I saw this email and put all my attention to getting something out to you guys. So they'll roundabout say, well, yeah, and they'll talk very fast. They're going to talk fast to you. They're going to, if you ask them questions, they're going to get agitated and irritable. They won't want to answer your questions, and they're going to try to push it off. And them getting aggravated and irritable is so that it kind of shuts you down, and then you don't ask any more questions, and you make because you don't want to lose out on the money. So it's a really, really scummy process. And maybe we should be sending this to I think actually maybe I will. I'm going to be a real smart ass. I'm going to take this and I'm going to copy it, the word for word, and move it to my own so that it's not tied to anybody else. And I'm gonna go to the Federal Reserve. I'm gonna say, you guys are saying that it's a scam. Well, this is a scam, not what we're doing. So I think that's gonna be something. I'm gonna do something like that. So yeah, watch out for this, guys. Do not fall prey to it. If you guys are unsure, you get something like this and you're unsure, email me, put stars, all over it to get my attention, and ask me, and I will do my best to give you the most honest answer I can. Do not let something like this get you. They will look up the people's information to make it seem like it's legitimate, but the fact that they put 72 hours, and then here, this is a big red flag. In view of this directive received from the International Monetary Fund, we have on our part verified your payment. File as directed to us. See how the English, the way it's worded, is not correct? That tells you it's from another country, okay? And then and your name is next on the list of outstanding fund beneficiaries to receive their payment at the second quarter of the year 2017. With that being done, you are required to urgently respond to this email notification, thereby reconfirming the below details. Okay, so like I said, they're making a sense of urgency, so you're not going to think, you're just going to act. And then you send them the money, you never get nothing, and you never hear from them again. We wish to inform you the need to reconfirm your full personal contact details as requested above to enable the officer in charge to proceed with the preliminary arrangements that will enhance the immediate release of your funds. Owing to security reasons, see what I'm saying about the way the English is put together. Some of them they'll make them so they look pretty good in some parts, and then in other parts you can definitely tell like there's no way. Be clearly informed that we will not respond to any phone calls, general inquiries placed to our bank with regards to the remittance of your funds by beneficiaries, as we are barred from doing so. So right there, that's a flag. They're saying if you call us, we cannot confirm that, and that's because obviously they're not with the Federal Reserve. They're somewhere in a different country, and they are they're doing that to cover their own rear. So if you try to call the Federal Reserve to verify that yes, these funds are real and you're going to be getting them if you send the money, and the people don't know what the hell you're talking about, that is for this reason right here. That's why they're doing that. That way you won't even be tempted to call. You're just going to send them what they want. As we are barred from doing so, you are therefore advised to communicate only with the accredited officer for further remittance advice. So as you can see, I imagine there's going to be anybody that's put your email address somewhere out on YouTube on the comments with this whole movement, they're probably going to send you one of these emails. Do not fall victim to this, please. If you are unsure of anything, just, email me, get a hold of me somehow, ask me. I will do my best to help you out, okay? All right, guys. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so, as there's going to be a lot more videos coming out. Along with that, leave your thoughts and your comments down below. And most importantly, share this around. This is really important to share, because we don't want anybody to end up losing money to this scam BS. Okay, guys, we don't want anybody getting hurt. That's the whole point. We're a family. We got to look out for one another. Share this everywhere. Get this out. We got to protect each other. Yeah. So, yeah, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and comment. Much love to you guys. God bless you. I think I'm going to try to hop on a live stream here for at least a little bit. We'll see. I'm trying to work a whole bunch of stuff out here. All right. Love you guys.